We will now solve few questions on computer network for GATE 2016. Already I have done one video lecture, so this is another lecture of GATE 2016 from computer network. Okay, so the question is given that an IP datagram of size 1000 bytes arrives at a router. Okay, the router has to forward this packet on a link whose MTU, that is maximum transmission unit, okay, is 1000 bytes. Assume that the size of the IP header, is 20 bytes. The number of fragment that the IP datagram will be divided into for transmission is this. So what is given? That IP datagram of size 1000 bytes arrives at a router, and the router has to forward this packet on a link whose MTU is 1000 bytes. Okay, so I think it will be 100. It is not 1000. 100 bytes. Assume that the size of the IP header is 20 bytes. The number of fragments that the IP datagram will be divided into for the datagram is this. Okay, so total amount of data transfer is what? This one. So we can say that by this problem, total amount of data transfer is 1000 bytes. Okay, now MTU is 100 bytes, that is MTU, it is 100 bytes. Okay, it is of each fragment, so among these 100 bytes, 20, see here is given that 20 is for IP header, so 20 is needed for header, and remaining 80, this is nothing but the data. Okay, so everything is now clear. So for 1 MTU, so we can calculate that for 1 MTU amount of data can be transferred is 80 bytes. So you have to send data of 1000 bytes. So for 1000 bytes, okay, so 1 MTU send 80 bytes. So you need X amount of MTU to send 1000 bytes. So what is the value of X? So the value of X will be, so you can say that 80 into X is equal to 1000, and so X is equal to nothing but it is near about 12.5, which is nearly equal to 13. So 13 your MTU is needed to send, so this is the 13. Okay, so 13 MTU, so IP data will be divided into the transmission of 13, so 13 MTU is needed, so answer is your 13. Okay, so this way you have to solve this particular problem. Now we will go for another problem. Okay, let us go for this way. Okay, so it is given this, which of the following examples of stateful application layer protocol. Okay, so I will give you the options. So it is given that which of the following examples of the stateful application. So one is, you have to consider, one is stateful, this is important, and another is application layer protocol. So two things. First, one is stateful. We have to find what are the stateful protocol, and among those protocol, what are in application layer are in the application layer. Okay, so it is given that. So this problem came in GATE 2016. Again 2016. Okay, so what are the options given? HTTP, okay, B is FTP, C is TCP, and D is POP3. Okay, now these are given, and option is number A and B only, and option B is B, D, C is CD, and option D is D only. Okay, so now first we have to think about the stateless protocol and stateful protocol. So stateless protocol treats each incoming request independently. You have to keep in this mind. Okay, so stateless protocol treats each incoming request independently, and examples of the stateless protocol is IP protocol and HTTP protocol. So I better write it. So stateless protocol, because we have to keep in mind the stateless protocol treats each incoming request independently, and example is IP, HTTP. Okay, and what about the stateful protocol? Okay, so this is the stateless protocol. Now we will consider about stateful protocol. So what is the stateful protocol? It keeps the connection information about the request response exchanges. Okay, so and the example of this is FTP, POP3 and TCP. So about the stateful protocol, it keeps the connection information about the request response exchanges. So keeps the connection information about the request response exchanges. So okay, so what are the examples? Examples are your FTP, next is POP3, then TCP. Okay, now see, the question is given, these are the stateful and stateless protocols. So among these you have to find what are the application layer protocol. Application layer protocol. So application layer protocol, the TCP is not the application layer protocol. Okay, so this TCP is, so first stateful protocol. So stateless protocol are this. So no, so where are the options is IP and HTTP, that is HTTP is gone, so we do not need this, and the remaining are three. So among these three, TCP is not application layer protocol. So the option remaining is FTP and POP3, that is FTP, POP3, that is B and D. So what is B and D? So option is this one. So option is this, B option is correct, that is B and D. So FTP and POP3 are the stateful protocol. Okay, which exists or resides in the application layer. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Hope you understand this. Okay, so in the next video we will try to solve another few problems on GATE 2016. Okay, thank you.